Okay, so this is a coordinate geometry question, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as x1, y1, and this is x2, y2, and that's going to help us use our formulas because the length of AB, and this is A and this is B, we're just going to follow our formula. So it's Pythagoras, and you can do this in a quicker way, but I'm going to stick to the formula. Okay, so x2 is 10 minus x1, 2, and then y2 is 11 minus 3. And we tidy this up. This is 8 squared plus 8 squared. So this is the square root of 128. And, you can leave that as 128 in here. That is an exact value. We didn't use the calculator to make a decimal approximation. If you want to be super fancy, you can try and break this down. What would that be? That would be 2 times by 64. Yeah. So that's 2 times by 16 times by 4. Oh, in fact, yeah, if we do 2 times 64, can you see that that would be then root 2 times root 64? So this would simplify to 8 root 2. Either of those answers is correct. This one is fine to keep. The midpoint is, well, the formula is given, so let's go ahead and do that. x1 plus x2, so that's 2 plus 10 over 2. And then the y's 3 plus 11 over 2. So the coordinates are 6, 7 is the midpoint. 6, 7 is the midpoint. Just check those numbers again. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Good. Find the slope of the line. So just the slope, not the equation of the line. So the slope is the rise, change in height, over change in horizontal. Okay, so that's 8 divided by 8, which equals to 1, so positive 1. So in our picture now, I'll go to here. That's this line here has a gradient of 1. We have the midpoint is at 6, 7. 6, 7. And now finally the hardest bit is find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Well, as you know, that means that it would look like this perpendicular line, and we have to understand that there's a relationship between the gradients, right? That if one line is gradient of 1, the other is negative 1. So here the gradient is negative 1, and it goes through the midpoint, which was 6, 7. So we're going to go ahead and y equals mx plus c. To find the missing parameter c, go ahead and substitute in the values 6 and 7 that you know are on the line. 7 equals negative 1 into 6 plus c. You'll find that c equals to 13. So finally, y equals negative x plus 13 is the equation of the straight line. And you can check roughly, right? If I continued this line, it's heading towards 13 here on the red.